Hey guys, as you can see, this is my 500 series Roomba, and also if you notice, it is not working as it should be. You see that it is doing the circle spin of death, as I like to call it, and it is been doing this for a little while, and I have some parts here that we are going to fix this hopefully. I've gone ahead and transferred my Roomba to the table, and this is the part that I'm going to replace. I purchased this off of www.robotshop.com. It is the cliff sensors and the bumper sensors that I'm going to go ahead and replace. The reason I'm replacing both is because I have been getting a beep code for both the cliff sensors and the bumper sensors. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock both of them out at one time, and hopefully that takes care of my problem. So this is the assembly, all the bumper switches and cliff sensors. So hopefully replacing this one thing will get everything taken care of. Now, like I said, I got this off of www.robotshop.com. I will have a link in the description. But so let's go ahead and get to it. Now, everybody who has a Roomba knows that the tear down, first you want to take out the dustbin and the brooms, and the tear down begins, I always take off this bottom section and clean out everything in here anyway. Once we get all of this taken care of and squared away, we will be doing all of the real heavy stuff on the other side, getting the bumpers and switches, all that attached on the motherboard. Okay, now once you've got the bottom taken off and all of your different modules, if you need to replace the module, go ahead and do so. But now we're going to flip this over and carefully remove the faceplate, and that's it. Put that off to the side. We're going to have to remove several more screws on top and then on the bumper. For the screws on the bumper, you will need a much smaller Phillips head. I've got this from a iPhone repair kit actually. It comes with a couple of different screwdrivers and some non-marring plastic to remove the case and whatnot of the iPhone. So this is where all that came from. Alright, so once you got all the screws off, this is going to come off. And the bumper starts coming off. Now that you've got all that off, you can go ahead and start working your way around, removing the top layer here. And there you go. Now set that piece aside. All of this will come off. Just go ahead and set that off to the side as well. So here's a bumper sensor, and here is a cliff sensor, and it is the exact same on the opposite side. So we've got to get all of these removed and all this area cleaned up so we can install the new ones. Okay, now we have several screws that we're going to remove and pull out these cables. board should lift out. And you're gonna have some more cables and cords down below, so be careful. First thing that you want to do is detach the bumper cable. And you can move this piece off the side. Now, we're going to look at all of the different things that we've got going on here. Okay, so now we've got the bumper assemblies and the clip sensors that we can get to and actually change out. We've got to undo the wiring for those. Alright, got the motherboard and all of that taken off. Go ahead, if you go ahead and have a safe place that you can put this aside where it's not going to get spilled on the floor, not going to get trampled on or a drink spilled on or anything like that. Okay, on here we've got several screws here, 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 and here that we're going to need to remove to get the bumper sensors out. So the bumper sensors are removed, and you'll want to save the screws for the installation of the new bumper sensors. And that is the removal of the old bumper sensors and clip sensors. Use a little bit of compressed air to clean up a little bit inside of Roomba here, and especially doing that before we put these nice new sensors in. And what I'm doing now is taking the bumper sensors and making sure that I have them in the correct way. You don't want to put them in the wrong side or anything like that, so make sure you use the screw holes that you have as a sort of guide to the alignment. And that looks like that's where it needs to go. So this side, I'm gonna go here. And it would be easier, I believe, to put this clip sensor in first. The wire travels along and kind of goes up underneath and behind everything. So we're going to click that one into place. That's all that it takes. The next one, get everything kind of routed. The next one will go here. Same sort of deal. Make sure you have the clip sensors facing the correct way. It should give you a little click once you've got everything in place. Like so. And now, I'm going to route all the cables. Put the clip sensor in. I'm going to use these screws that we saved from earlier. And right now we're just really putting them to hold them in place. We're not going to snug everything down just yet. Alright, so we're going to repeat the process for the other side here. I'm going to route cables and all of that. Go. Kind of through here. Now that we've got everything in place, all the wires are kind of routed and everything, if you want, you can go ahead and snug everything down. And that's it. We've got them all in place, screwed in, and now I'm just going to tighten everything back and put everything back together. As you can see, Roomba is going back again. He is back to his old self, vacuuming and cleaning up for me. If you have this same problem, it is a little bit involved with getting the repair done, but if you are comfortable around Roomba and doing the repairs to him, I would highly suggest going ahead and spending the $70, $80 to repair him instead of sending him off or going out and buying a all-new Roomba. So hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you were able to get something out of it. If you did, please leave me a like, subscribe, favorite, or share with a friend. Thanks again. Peace.